like to be honored?
Oh, this is unbelievable. This is once in a lifetime. Anytime you get put in the Hockey Hall of Fame, you got to be very thankful.
Winning the cup better or getting on the Hall of Fame?
Well, I would say they were both 100%. One is as big as the other one.
Jay, how nice was it last night being with everybody at Hyde Park, getting to kind of reunite with a lot of familiar faces here in the Penguins' history?
Oh, it was terrific last night. The food was also, and to have Mario and his wife, it was great. You know, anytime you have Mario around, sitting in the same table as you, it's an honor. And last night was terrific. Scotty and Kevin Stevens. It was great.
Sydney told me earlier that he's loved seeing you around the rink for the last how many years now? He just loves seeing your face around all the time. How much have you enjoyed still being a big part of the Penguins here, coming to so many of the games?
Oh, I've been very blessed, you know, health-wise and everything. And to be coming to the games and sitting up there with Craig Patrick, you know, and it's once in a lifetime.
What do you think of the setup they have here for the Wall of Fame?
Oh, I think it's terrific. It's something brand new, you know, and the addition, what they've done here in the lobby here is terrific.
Scotty, what do you think of the setup here, your first impressions, and being able to share it with your family?
It is nice. The Penguins did a great job. Like Eddie said, it's our memories were always good here. And you know, when Craig brought me to Pittsburgh out of a television, really, I didn't plan on really getting back into hockey, and it just the best thing ever happened to me. And also,
The best thing ever happened to our club, too.
we had so many great players. I mean, you know, that team was turned around by Craig, and then the late Bob Johnston. It's just a sad day that he couldn't coach anymore, and then he had the sickness and passed away because he was a great coach to come in and do what he did, to take a team that had been really in the doldrums, and Craig was able to make a lot of good moves, and all of a sudden the team took off, and it's amazing when I just got to drive in here and I see the 5 cups, which somebody mentioned last night. I think it was Kyle Dubas, that, you know, when you think about the expansion in 1967, I was part of it with St. Louis, and Pittsburgh has got 5 Stanley Cups. And you look at teams in the league, I mean, if you take away 2 or 3, like Montreal and Toronto and maybe Detroit, it's amazing that this team has continued to go on, and they're in a rebuilding now, and they're off to a great start, and we know that things even up a little bit, but it's wonderful for the city of Pittsburgh that the Penguins made their mark, like Eddie, when Eddie was able to get Mario on that first pick. History was made right there, and I can tell you a story. I was coaching in Montreal, and I had a friend of mine. They used to have exchange games between youth teams in Montreal. So I think Mario was born around 1965, and because he's 60 now, and he was playing in a game. He was about 13 years old, and I saw this game. I was coaching Montreal at the time, and I saw this guy over 6 feet. I couldn't believe a player, and I said, "Oh my goodness." They said, "Well, he's still got about 5-6 years before he's going to be drafted." That's how good he was. I mean, Eddie knows how. I mean, it was wonderful that the Penguins got him, and even to today, you know, when you think back, it's hard to compare eras, but Mario's right at the top of the list for me.
And Sidney Crosby, too, is coming up on a couple of his records.
Oh, yeah.
What has that been like to sort of watch his career unfold? More for these guys?
I've been very blessed. I mean, not only to watch him play, but to coach him and that, you know. And he's not only great on the ice, he's great off the ice. He does a lot of things for the city of Pittsburgh, you know. And you look at Mario, he's raised almost $50 million for cancer. God bless him, you know. You don't get too many human beings that are that great.
What's just the prevailing emotion on a day like this?
It's electrifying. I mean, you just get so pumped coming in. Never mind. And when you walk in this building, the Scotty will tell you, it's great.
Same deal.
Oh, sure. I mean, a lot of great sports in a lot of great cities, and the Penguins have moved right up there with the history of Pittsburgh. I mean, it's a hard-working town, and the fans support good teams, and they've had some tough years. And that's what happens in sports. You're going to have some years where you're going to have to rebuild, and they stuck with the team, which is important.
How's the jacket, sir?
Jacket's awesome. Yeah, the inside is incredible too. With the cut photos, great reminders.
What's it like looking at that plaque?
I was saying to Jen, I didn't think my eyes looked that good, but that's it's an awesome plaque, and I don't know if people know or not, but the picture to the side, me celebrating the winning goal, that was actually the cup goal in Chicago. So it's really special that they added that to the plaque as well. So really excited to be going into the Hall of Fame, and brings back a lot of great members being back in Pittsburgh doing this.
How special was last night, just being able to see so many old friends at Hyde Park?
I wasn't here last night. I was actually in Chicago being inducted into the National Italian American Sports Hall of Fame, so I was at a dinner there and couldn't make it here. So we just flew in this afternoon, my family, so unfortunately I missed last night.
Seeing everybody at the ceremony, though, just how much are you looking forward to seeing everybody here tonight?
I'm really looking forward. It's great. I've already seen Rex and Craig and a few of the boys. So it's not like we don't stay in touch, but it's always great to see people and spend time with them face to face.
What did being a part of the Penguins' history, such a big part of history here, what does that mean to you?
I mean, it was an incredible part of my career. My wife and I had just had our first child, Caitlin, who was 5 weeks old. My wife had a C-section, and you get the phone call, you're traded. So you kind of think it's, oh my God, what happened? And then 3 months later, we're hoisting the Stanley Cup, and then we're doing it again the next year. Couldn't ask for a better team to come to. Great bunch of guys, great city to play in. The fan support was tremendous. And I said many times while I was here, I know Pittsburgh's no longer a steel town, but I grew up in a steel town. My dad was a steel worker, and that mentality of hard work and honesty and loyalty, it really gelled with me and the fans in the city, and I love playing here. So very, really special.
What does this honor mean to you?
It's incredible. Yeah, there's different Hall of Fames, but this one is the area where I had probably the most success with this team. We won 2 cups. I still think today the best team I played on was 1993, and we didn't win. So to be honored with some of those players and in a memory, it brings back all the memories of all those great players. So it's really special for me to go into this Hall of Fame.
Ron, is Caitlin here with you?
Caitlin is here with me. Yeah, I've got the whole family here.
Getting to share this with her when she was just, obviously had just arrived when you first got here.
Yeah, no, it's great. And we were talking about it today. I think when I left, she was 7, Mike was 5, and Connor was 2. And the things I remember most was getting donuts at the Grand Concourse on brunch on Sundays, and donuts at Dutt Bakery out at McCandless where we live. So I think we fed our kids too many donuts, if I remember correctly. But no, the kids were having a great time being back.
Ron, so much of your career was marked by what you could do as a passer. What was it like stepping in a situation where someone like Joe Mullen might have been your 4th or 5th best goal scorer, and he's only a 500 goal scorer? What was it? There was no bad options here as far as passing.
No, I look at my first year. I came in. I played with Kevin Stevens on my left wing, and one of the consummate power forwards, one of the best that I played with in my career. Joey was actually hurt at the time. We didn't get him back, I think, till towards the end of the season or playoffs. And I remember having a conversation with the late Bob Johnston about it, and I said, "What are you going to do with Joey?" And he goes, "What do you think I should put him?" I said, "On right wing with Kevin." And he goes, "Okay." He was probably 2 steps ahead of me on that already, but that's what we got to play with in the playoffs was Joey and Kevin, and love playing with both those guys.
What do you think with the coaches here also with you?
Scotty was great. Even today you talk to him, he's still as sharp as ever and talks hockey. And there's always those conversations you had. He was always thinking and what was next. And so I loved having those conversations with Scotty. And then, even EJ, he was actually the GM that traded me from Hartford here. But then he came in later to be a coach and really respected EJ and the time I got to work under him as well.
Ron, you're going to be watching Sid play tonight. 21 years with this team. He's coming up on a Mario record. Just what has it been like seeing him kind of have the career that he's had for the Penguins?
Oh, it's been incredible. I mean, you admire not only what he does on the ice, but just how he handles himself. Everything about Sid is first class. So, you know, if he wants to slow down a little bit so he doesn't catch me, that's okay. But you know, it's great. I'm looking forward to seeing him play live again tonight.
Artie, just what were your first impressions of the whole space that they have for you guys here?
They did a great job here, huh? It's amazing. You know, like when I first got the call, I really, you know, because I haven't heard of the Hall of Fame in a while. It really hasn't been around for a little bit. But yeah, it was great. They did a great. Kyle did a great job. And then coming up here and seeing this, yeah, it's amazing. They did a great job up here. It's the pictures and the plaques, yeah, and the coat. Yeah.
What's on the inside of your coat?
I don't know, but I can't button it. I know that, so I might as well open it, right? But no, it's good how they did. That's great how they got pictures in here. It's pretty neat. You know, the whole thing's been done a good job. Yeah, so it's been great. Yeah.
What was the most special moment here?
Here, like right now.
Was it putting on the jacket?
No, I
was
think
it seeing it
I
over
think
there?
putting on the coat, and you know, obviously being here with Scotty, Ronnie, and EJ. You know, it's last night too. So it's been a good couple of days to be here, and yeah, it's good. It's always great to come back to Pittsburgh, and it's, you know, to be part of this Hall of Fame class with these guys. It's great. You know.
What has this team, this city, this place meant to you?
Yeah, the city, and yeah, it's been, you know, it's been great. I've been here for a long time, and I was here. I kind of grew up here, you know. Then we won some Stanley Cups, and then came back. Then I've been working here for a long time now, so it means a lot. The Penguins mean a lot to me. You know, it's really the only team that I want to see win. It's the only team I really care about. You know, and it's nice that I get to work here because I really want to see them do well. You know, and it's yeah, it's been good. I'm so lucky to be able to start here in Pittsburgh. I never knew if, you know, where I was going to be, if I could ever even play, you know, but have the opportunity to play here in Pittsburgh was great.
As a guy who did all the things you talked about here, and now you're back for this, is it gratifying to see the team, you know, look like they're moving in the right direction?
Yeah, it really does, Mark. That's a good point because, you know, we've been kind of stuck a little bit here the last couple of years, and you know, we knew we were going to have a transition period. Whenever you win Stanley Cups and you have that time, you know, where there's going to be a little bit of a lull, but it seems like we're going in the right direction. Now, you know, it's early still in the season, but we got good young players. We got, you know, the older guys are playing well. It's just, I think it's a good mix, and I think the coaching staff has been great. Dan, the first day I was here for training camp, he's been great, and I think the guys have really taken to him and what his message is, and that's important, right? You know, when you first come into a team and be a coach coming in, it's important that the message, and I think it's been strong right from the beginning. The guys have really pulled together, and you know, we'll see how it goes, but it's been fun to watch.
Same with Sid. I mean, he's close
Yeah.
to 1,700. He just, you know, he's close to Mario in a couple of his. What is it like
Yeah,
seeing him
yeah.
get to that point?
Yeah, he just keeps getting these records. You know, every night you see him like he gets another one. But he's just one of those guys. That, you know, we're so lucky. You know, we've had, you know, from Mario, like, you know, to Sid, and you know, we've had Yags and Ronnie. We've had guys here that, you know, not a lot of cities get the opportunity to have these guys. You know, I've been lucky to play with them, but I think Pittsburgh, we've been lucky to see him here. You know, now we got Sid here, and Gino's still here, and Chris is still playing here, and it's just, you know, to have those guys play for 20 years here in one city. It's, if you really think about that, it's a pretty amazing thing. You know, I don't really sit there and look at things like that, but if you really look at it, to have one guy play 20 years for one team, but to have three, you know, it's pretty good.
When you saw your plaque, what went through your mind?
Yeah, it was great. You know, I just it's just nice how they did it. I think it's pretty classy how they did the whole thing, and it just brings back, you know, this whole place brings back memory. Every time I come to Pittsburgh, even if I'm working here, if I come here for training camp, it just brings back good memories. Everything's positive here. It's not, you know, we had a good run, and we've had great years here, but I you know, it's kind of like home for me to be here. So it's always nice to come back here.
This honor compared to the NHL Hall of Fame?
NHL Hall of Fame's not there, so I don't have to worry about the U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame one I was in. But yeah, that's you know, they're both big opportunities to be, you know, to get recognized. You know, Pittsburgh's big to me because I played here. We won championships here. I was a big part of it. So, you know, all those things are good, and there's a lot of great players I played with. So just the whole thing is, and the opportunity to be here for this, it's been great.